This video is brought to you by Holocasa. Our tool transforms independent local real estate agents to global real estate agents. Create your own profile for free and get contacted by international investors. Sign up with the link in the description. Hello and welcome everyone to our 109th session of Holocasa. My name is Michael and today I'm talking to Aalap Patel from Surat in India. Aalap has been working in the real estate industry for various years, has a lot of experience regarding commercial and residential real estate. And I'm very happy to have him on the show right now because it's also the first person from India who I'm talking to. Aalap, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with me. Why don't you introduce yourself to audience?
Hello everyone, and I hope everyone is enjoying Hello Casa as well. Myself Alap from Surat, India. I have worked across different industries like FMCG, so have enough of work experience in real and work across industrial warehousing, all kind of products. So I am love to work in real estate and people bonding and just advising as a friend to investors. That is what I do, and that is what I'm passionate about.
Perfect.
Thank you very much for me.
Absolutely. Give us an overview of Surat in India, first and foremost, for anyone who has never been there.
For Surat, I will say you must come to India through Surat, as even Britishers did that to do business. So Surat was the first city they visited when they started their business in India. I would say Surat is a purely cosmopolitan town where across India all people are living here. You will find all provinces, states, people living here peacefully, and even the city has grown exponentially for last decade, and even entirely it is believed that all people who has come in city has contributed to it, and even it has a long heritage of it being the western harbor approaching all the world, the globe. Surat is famous for its diamond industry and textile industry, which it is known for in entire globe. Diamond, it's 90% plus diamond polishing and cutting processing done in Surat. And even in textile, I can say polyester and silk textile. Now, even the other arms of cotton and other that is also produced here, the raw cotton and clothing material produced here and then supplied to all the designers and manufacturers across the globe. So it is also known as Diamond City, Textile City. You can name a few. And it is also foodie people here. It is also known for foodie people. Try to develop new foodie items in India. It is known for that. So I can take entire day to elaborate my city. So you can go ahead with this. Yeah.
Absolutely, I believe so. It's one of those cities I haven't heard about until we talked and until we got into contact. And it's another million city with like millions of inhabitants, of over 6 million on the west coast of India. So yeah, again, super pumped to have you here on the show. Give us a quick overview of the real estate market in Surat. How has it developed in the recent years?
As I said, the city is already. In the you can say it is the top three cities in Asia who is in terms of pace of developments happening and the kind of life being provided to the newcomers as well as the city dwellers. Right now, coming back to the real estate in Surat, particularly, has been from affordable housing to the luxurious life. It ranges in terms of INR. I'll say approx you can get 5 lakh rupee a studio to 10 crores of a luxurious flat. I'm not talking about villas. No, even flats have outgrown to villas. So the concept has been different luxurious life, and people now don't look forward to living in a villa. I think the people have moved from villa to same floor apartment with a huge and no, I mean in the same level. So this is about housing. As the people and the population has grown to say a quarter to a crore, and the population is approx 70 to 75 lakhs in Surat. So all, I mean, labor class also living, so they also are aspirants of affordable housing. So there has been enough efforts by the local municipality to provide town planning in such a way that each and every kilometer area of town planning has sufficient space for this kind of labor, which is affordable housing. The land is provided by the cutout made by the government. So it becomes very easier to just pay for the construction, and people can easily stay here. With kind of population, with entire India, this has been the model of Gujarat. You can say the province has set the benchmark how it has to be developed, and this is being followed by other states as well across India.
Interesting.
And it
Okay.
is one of the
So,
cleanest cities.
okay, so you
Yeah.
have like a couple of programs for affordable housing because there's definitely the need, and then obviously you also have the luxury segment. Is it accessible to also buy as an Indian inhabitant who has a normal day job and who works his proper job, or is it something which is rather inaccessible for the day-to-day person?
See, some are coming to the city from outside of other states and all, so they need to run on their own income, and they start with. So they take some years, to settle down in the city. They grow with by family, and I mean, meeting the cultural, I mean, kind of life in Surat is very easy. I mean, anyone can be part of the city and culture easily. So even buying an house is also kind of aspirations in India, because this, I mean, if you compare to any other like major countries like US or Canada or Europe, I mean the country size is vast and the population is less. So here in India, you go across India, the population is quite, and the land share per head is very less. So in terms of affordability and pricing and waging, everything is very, what do you call, I mean, competitive. So people, I mean, dream of having their own home. That is what I would say, and they succeed.
Understand. Regarding getting a mortgage or a loan for example, for a down payment, or having a necessity of a down payment, how does that work in India regarding the banking system?
See, in real estate, the down payments are like up to 10 to 20%, and then you pay as the building is constructed. So it is similar fashion. Now, I don't think there is any difference in terms of the other cities or the developed countries. I mean, India also is that part, and people are now booking their dream homes from the day the day construction starts, or even before. No? And there has been a regulatory authority now in place. Previously, it wasn't. No, for the same thing I am talking about, this decade only has seen enormous developments in real estate in terms of regulations also and procedures also. The payment plan for down payment is approximately 10 to 20% initially, and then you pay over the period of 2 to 3 years, so 24 to 36 installments, which makes them comfortably pay the amount. And even there is a bank play a role for amortization of the same amount.
You mean the down payment initially, and then the 12 to 24 months? What is that?
24 to 36 months of installments. The building here, I mean, can be constructed soon, but it is, I mean, giving the comfort. Even the comfort is given to the buyers, and the building is also constructed peacefully with proper curing and slab by slab, slowly the
Okay,
efforts,
I understand. So
and
that's
phase wise. That's how. So
the
that builder also to construct and then you know stuck with their capital. So it is done slowly and gradually.
I get it. That's for new projects. Okay. Um, we're now tapping into the buying process. How does it work if I am in India and an Indian citizen and I would like to buy a property? What are the steps I have to take care of?
As a buyer, I would suggest or I would go to name a few developers who are best in terms of delivery. So the deliverables for any buyer would be a quality construction, fair price. These two are major, and the kind of home or no that he is designed in his ideal. No, so based on that, I mean the first step would be to choose for a proper name of reputable builders, and then even in some cases no you won't have the details of which builders are coming up with which projects, and even with this population and this much of demand, the prestigious developers here get the pre-booking almost 70 to 80% of their project. So there plays a role of a broker and brokerage, which keeps the details updated on the fingertips, wherein the buyers can easily approach the brokerages like us and go for a better option, or even for the judgment of which product and which site they can go for. So, either they approach the developer directly if they know or have previous booking done with them, or had already with their own house previously in the city. They go directly also. And otherwise, if you are a newcomer or you still want to explore other options of other reputed builders, then you can approach brokerages. Both ways, it is fine. Right? Anything else you'd like me to?
Ab
Yeah. Great.
Absolutely. How about the legal documents I have to sign? Do we have to sign a pre-contract once I'm interested, both for new projects or for existing houses, or how does that work?
In India also, I mean, the procedure is similar, and even the introduction of real estate regulatory authority (RERA) has put the new procedure, which is standard for all, which says you have to first enter into agreement for sale to start payment, and then as you pay and finish it off, when the payment is all done and the project is ready, at that time you have to actually enter the sale or purchase agreement with the developer. So process is pretty simple. I mean, you do agreement to sell and define how you pay over the period of 2 to 3 years. And at the end of the project finished, you enter into actual agreement with all the actual payments, which become the part of the agreement. Right? That's how it is.
So I have the sense that the trend right now in India is definitely to go for like new projects. Is there another trend in Surat right now that you say, okay, right now this is in high demand, this is what people looking for the most?
I would say there are redevelopments also happening, because in the old city and no, I mean the developed projects which were beyond say 2 decades, the construction wasn't that good, and with the technology and all, now people want the more of window size balcony to see through, and this kind of new elevations and structures make them attract them more. So a lot of people and a lot of developers are approaching the old societies to, or even the bungalows and that sort of development which used to happen before a couple of decades, that is now converted into high rises to even save on space. So this is what is the real development, where you have to cut the usage of land and keep it for more fruitful developments and other usage like agriculture and all, which is a need of an hour. And uh, this redevelopment will definitely help the newcomers and even the ever increasing population in the city. So that is what is the new development for housing. Apart from this, commercial and industrial development has also been in the outskirts of the city, because a lot of new companies and online businesses have to deliver to this ever growing population. So that development is also shaping up very nicely. Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Inside Surat, is it somehow structured, the neighborhoods, which you can maybe describe to someone who doesn't know the city, from north to south, from west to east, where you can say, okay, is there something where you regard neighborhoods as more trendy right now, where there's more demand, where people are looking more?
I would say, the major cities of North India are, say, Delhi, Gurgaon. These are the development, and around approx suburbs, of the same Delhi and around. And there is a Punjab, uh, to name a few. Like in West, there is a Jaipur, which is in Rajasthan, and Ahmedabad and Surat, which are based in Gujarat, which are into development spree. In the middle of India is Madhya Pradesh, which is a province, and the cities like Indore, Bhopal, which are also on the development spree. I would say, for India, I can't say that no, it is not developing any city. It is not developing. I would say each and every development is happening across cities, but the major metros in south, I would say Bangalore and Coimbatore. These are the cities, and in east there is Kolkata, and Odisha there is Bhubaneswar. So I mean, there are developments across. Even the northeast part, which is connected near to China, is also growing nowadays with tourist attraction. So everywhere across the development is there. Same.
Perfect. One more question regarding the real estate broker system and the market. Is it structured that you have to have a license as a real estate broker? Everyone can jump into brokerage. You need to undergo a certain certification process. How does that work when you want to become a real estate agent?
Yeah, I would say, people rather, here in real estate there is no licensing requirement, to be honest. First, there is no licensing requirement as of now, as it is in the developed countries. But yeah, definitely one need to have and understand the concept of real estate works on trustworthiness and providing fair options and meeting with customer needs in terms of what actually they want. So India, it is pretty much simple and subjective matter of how one wants to achieve that particular goal. If he is as a new broker and working in particular city, helping investors to define and their to help them have their investment idea, or he can also join brokerage houses which are working across globe, like JLL, Knight Frank, Cushman Wakefield, and this all brokerage houses are Remax. They are all here, and even the new one, this EXP, has also come up. So both the ways, the business is open for everyone. As far as you go ahead and actually deliver in terms of adding value to this buying process for the customer, you are good to go in the industry.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the licensing part, now RERA has started for last decade or so. The RERA has started. Even in Gujarat, I am a license holder, RERA registered agent. There is a license given by the province for the registered agency. They can only book any of the units in RERA registered projects. So anyone who want to get it, but that is easily approachable, and we can help that also.
Perfect, makes sense. What is the service offering you are delivering? And give us a bit of an overview of your service and of your of your things which you're offering to your clients.
Yeah. I would say, see the kind of career which I started in real estate was for Raul Raj Mall. I mean, it is a mall property, so I leased out major portion for cinemas and the kind of grocery and other supermarkets and lifestyle products. And apart from this, vanilla projects, vanilla brands to fill the mall premises and run for the first time in Surat. So after launching the small property and defining the lifestyle, I also see that there are a lot of developments happening in real residential and other commercial high streets and even for warehousing and all. So I ventured into giving services in terms of a customer in entirety. So whoever are the customers, I deliver them with in terms of warehousing facilities. I can suggest them which all developments are happening and where it can be easily accessible, and even their commercial retail showrooms requirement. I have done many retail transactions wherein I provide help the retail showrooms requirement across city, across province and the western area, which the other 3 to 4 provinces nearby like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, Rajasthan. And apart from this, their housing needs, since their employees also come up from across India, so they also need to stay. So that kind of needs also are provided. And there are offices requirement also when this big corporates and corporations and banks are also shipping up the new developed areas, so they need the premises and back offices for that. So I mean, I am not defined or having a role to play only in residential or commercial. I have a bucket of things to offer, and I also associate with big names. And this all I have worked with JLL, Knight Frank, Cushman Wakefield in association as an associate to service their requirements as well.
And you
So
also do both for buyers and for sellers?
to buyers and sellers both, I represent property exclusively to market their properties, and list them across globe with platforms like Hello Casa and other global, Google and other platforms. And also I deliver their, I mean, city specific or area specific deliverables, by approaching the local developers for their need and
That
local
makes
newspapers.
sense.
Yeah.
Alap, I've learned a lot from you, and I really like the conversation. I learned, first of all, a little bit about the city, about the very interesting and fast pace of the entire Indian society. Obviously, you're the first person on the show, as I said before, and you guided me through a lot of very interesting topics, such as the the trends, right now situation in Surat. The regulations, the buying process, and also your service offerings. I really appreciate the conversation we have been having. And do you have any final thoughts and final words which you would like to share, which we haven't discussed yet?
I mean, I would say, I mean, India previously wasn't considered to be visited, and I mean, kind of developments they were not able to see that here, and it was not attracting tourists as well. I would say now it is even medical tourism also happening in India, and for such other developments happening. I would just call all who are watching this Hello Casa platform, all the associates, all to just join. And India is also a market, and Indians also are your customers. Let us associate on this Hello Casa platform and just consider a globe as a place to be there and live there. And humanity be the only religion. That is what I believe in, and would like to associate with whoever in the globe want to invest or associate or share their knowledge and know
Perfect.
be on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
very
much,
much.
Michael, for giving the opportunity.
Absolutely, I thank you. How can people contact you? How can they reach out to you? Via which channel? Via which phone number, email address?
You can contact me on my cell number. It is 9824 801090. You just add the country code +91 and you can connect me. You can also email me at AAALAP77@gmail.com. And of course, I am also there on Hello Casa platform, so you can connect me there.
Perfect. I will send.
So,
I will put all those links into the description so that people can directly reach out to you.
definitely.
Aalap, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And yeah, sending the best regards to Surat. And we talk soon.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
See you. Bye bye.